one of the things I care a lot about is men's health. Men need a hand out or a hand up, and there needs to be I think focus by the Trump administration and the administration that comes afterward to re-engage men in our economy and our schools and just in our communities. And I think that needs to come from government, both at the federal, the state, and municipal levels. And it's just, I don't see anything from the government with respect to men specifically, or just broadly, like how are we going to address this issue?
What are you seeing with men? Because I feel like that's kind of the mentality seems to be like, oh, men have privilege, so we don't necessarily need to worry about them. But I see men just with horrible mental health, kind of almost dropping out of society, like not having any kind of career ambition for a job, not
Yeah.
trying to date or marry, just something's off here, something's not right. What are you seeing with men in this country?
So men aren't doing well. Men are falling behind with respect to education, employment, or sort of the number of men in the workforce, the number of men who are enrolled in college, number of men who are completing college, the number of men who have had sex in a year. 30% of men have had sex. 30% of men between ages of 18 to 34 have had sex in the past year. In relationships and with other, they aren't in committed relationships. They're lonely. They're depressed. And some communities, their life expectancy is decreasing, particularly in rural communities. Young white men, their life expectancy, I think recently it trended back up, but for most of the past decade, white men's life expectancy was decreasing with respect to other communities. So, and it's a big issue. And I remember back in 2024, I looked on the CDC's website under health disparities, and that wasn't there. Just nothing about men was there. The biggest health disparity, arguably the biggest health disparity in medicine, is suicide.